Wizards Unite, the Harry Potter game from Niantic, is soon to be released. Here are the top 10 things you need to know to get started. Number 10, story and gameplay. In Wizards Unite, you're an agent for the Ministry of Magic Statute of Secrecy Task Force. You've been called into action because an event called the Calamity has caused items, people, beasts, and memories from the wizarding world to be thrust into the Muggle world. These characters and items are called foundables. Foundables can be found by looking for traces of magic, indicated by markers on the map. When you find a foundable, it will be trapped by a confoundable. Your job is to locate these foundables, free them from the confoundables, and return them back to the Ministry of Magic. Each confoundable has a threat level on how likely it is to expose the wizarding world, from low to emergency. The higher the exposure threat, the harder it will be to defeat. To free the foundable from the confoundable, you cast spells by tracing your finger on the screen according to the correct spell pattern. Each spell cast costs 1 spell energy. You can also use potions to help you defeat the confoundable. Once you free the foundable, it is recorded in your registry, and you get rewarded with XP points and reward items. Number 9, map elements. The maps in Wizards Unite work much like Pokemon Go or Ingress, where you travel on a real-world map in order to find traces of foundables. You will encounter a few structures along the way. The first is called an inn, located at real-world points of interest in cities and parks. Enter the inn and you select a rotating dish that reveals a food item that gives you spell energy. Once you visit an inn, smoke will pour from the chimney, indicating you have to wait 5 minutes for the inn to reset, and you can enter again. Foundables also spawn near inns, and the color of the inns may affect what foundables pop up or what rewards you get. The second are called greenhouses. Enter these structures to get either spell energy or items that you use for brewing potions. A red flag will fly when you visit, indicating you have to wait 5 minutes before you can enter again. The third major structure is called a fortress. These large castle-like buildings are the location of mini-games called Wizarding Challenges, where you will test your wizarding skills in team combat against enemies. Succeed and you gain special items and unique foundables. In addition to the 3 buildings, you'll look for traces of foundables near inns. The markers will be according to the class of foundables, such as Magizoologist or Dark Arts, and some locations will have higher concentrations of foundables indicated by flag posts. These are likely to be at parks or other public spaces. To increase your chances of finding rare foundables, you can set up dark detectors in inns, which will increase the number and rareness of the foundables for 30 minutes. You or a group of friends playing together can set up 3 dark detectors to supercharge the spawning of those foundables. Another important feature of the map is called the conditions, such as day or night, cloudy or clear, and the phase of the moon. They will determine what types of potions you will find along the way, and may be important in finding some foundables. For instance, the werewolf may only be found during the full moon. The last map elements are items you pick up along the way. Some items may be more or less likely to appear based on those weather conditions. Number 8, menus. Here are some of the menu items you'll use in Wizards Unite. The first is called your Ministry ID. It allows you to pick your name, your title, your Hogwarts house, build your own wand, and also lists your current profession and level. It also at the bottom tracks how many badges you've earned. The second is your suitcase, probably the most important menu page. It keeps track of everything from your foundables to your items to your potions that you've brewed. The third is called assignments. In this menu page, you have a daily task to complete, as well as any limited special assignments they may be releasing later in the game. Another important feature of the assignments is the daily rewards. Make sure you check it out to earn a free item, and it also tracks continuous check-ins, so the more you check in, the better rewards you receive. Finally, you have an in-store app to make micro purchases, aptly named Diagon Alley. It has a feature page with special items and value packs, wiseacres to buy items, slugs and jiggers to buy potions, and of course Gringotts to turn real money into galleons. You can earn galleons through gameplay, but some items like storage increases are only available in Diagon Alley. Number 7, the suitcase. Just like Newt Scamander's suitcase and a TARDIS, your suitcase is much bigger on the inside. It's your main menu, allowing you to quickly see your level and your XP that you need to level up. The first suitcase menu item is called the Vault, which is your storage for potions, ingredients, runestones, and utility items like keys and dark detectors. The storage is limited but expandable for a price. The next is called the Potions page, which unlocks at level 4. This is where you'll turn ingredients into potions. Potions can be used to help defeat confoundables or in the Fortress Wizarding Challenges. Next is the Registry, the sticker book of the various foundables. They are organized in collections, the largest of which is called Explorations. Collecting an entire page will earn you rewards and allow you to prestige the page, resetting it and allowing you greater rewards the second and third time around. In addition, some foundables are fragmented. You may have to collect several of each foundable to complete a single registry. Additional pages in the registry are challenges, mysteries, which is how you unravel the story of the calamity, and events, which is not yet released. The professions is next, which allows you to pick a job and learn skills. This unlocks when you reach level 6. Finally, the suitcase stores your port keys, transportation devices to locations in the wizarding world. Number 6, potions. This feature will unlock at level 4. You have one cauldron to brew potions and can load up to 4 in the queue, which will brew one after the other. To create a potion, you need to follow the recipe. It will list the ingredients you need, the time it takes to brew, and what uses the potion has in the game. It will also list how many you have in the vault and an option to spend galleons to buy any missing ingredients. Some potions are level locked and will only be available at higher levels. Each potion also has the opportunity to knock some brewing time off using what's called master notes. These screen movements can reduce brewing time by up to 15%. You can pinch and shake your way to these notes, or you can check out the Wizards Unite hub for a full list of the master notes. Another option in the potions page is to rent the golden cauldron. This allows you to brew 2 potions at the same time and will brew them a little bit faster. You can rent for various times from an hour to a day. Will circumstances affect brewing potions? I don't know. But in the book, some potions need to be very specific when you add ingredients. Will that be reflected in Wizards Unite? We'll see. Number 5, portkeys. Portkeys are another cool feature of Wizards Unite, allowing you to use augmented reality or AR to explore wizarding locations. A portkey is an unassuming object like an old boot that will transport wizards instantly to these new locations. These spawn on the map, so make sure you look out for them. For safety's sake, the portkeys are locked in boxes called portmanteaus, so no muggles accidentally find themselves in Hagrid's hut. To open the portmanteau, you need 2 things, a key and walking distance. There are 2 types of keys, a golden key, which is unlimited, and a silver key that's a one-time use. You can find or buy additional silver keys and be working on multiple portmanteaus at the same time. The other part of opening a portmanteau is walking distance. Each box has a specific distance you need to travel in order to unlock the portmanteau. Once unlocked, the portkey is ready for travel. Find an open location and jump through the portal in AR into a location straight out of the books. Once there, you'll have a short challenge to collect wax birds, which transfer to items or XP. You may even find a rare foundable only found in portkeys. Number 4, professions. Once you reach level 6, you can choose a profession. There are currently 3 different types: an Aur, represented by Harry Potter, a Magizoologist, represented by Hagrid, and a Professor, represented by Professor McGonagall. Why are professions important? You will use professional skills in the Fortress Wizarding Challenges. Each profession has a list of abilities with strengths and weaknesses. They can be distilled to a fighter, a healer, and a mage. Each profession is also stronger against specific enemies. Each profession has lessons that allow you to learn and gain new abilities, using this skill tree to track your progress. You can increase your stats on various combat skills like stamina, focus, and power. The currency for lessons is spellbooks and scrolls, which are rewards for some foundables, wizarding challenges, daily rewards, or leveling up. An important point of choosing a profession is choosing different ones than your friends that you will likely play together in the Wizarding Fortress challenges. A good spread of different professions will make your group stronger together. You can switch professions at any time without losing your previous lesson skills. Number 3, fortresses. If you can distill Wizards Unite gameplay into 2 parts, one would be the map exploration where you return foundables and collect them in your registry. The other would be team combat, called wizarding challenges that are found in the fortresses. These are like gyms in Pokemon Go. Each wizard challenge can be done with up to 5 players. Again, the more diverse your teams are, the better you'll do in the battles. The battle is timed, and the goal is to defeat a specific number of enemies before the timer runs out. Each fortress has a different number of chambers called ruins, dungeons, and towers that increase in difficulty the higher you go. To enter a chamber, the cost is a runestone. The runestones are colored according to what type of enemy you will encounter and the level of difficulty. Each player fighting in a battle will need to pay a runestone to join the fight. Earn runestones in other gameplay like returning foundables, leveling up, or portkey rewards, or you can always buy them in Diagon Alley. Once you enter the battle chamber, you'll see your enemies. They will have icons that indicate which profession is strongest against it. They will also indicate any impairments or enhancements that you will have against the enemy. Before the battle begins, you may use focus and professional skills to give you or your teammates an advantage or an enemy a disadvantage. You can also use potions before or during the fight to help you defeat the enemy. Finally, the battle begins. You focus on your enemy by touching the blue star for a few seconds and cast your spell by tracing the glyph. Accuracy and speed do matter when you trace your spell. The spell will do damage to their stamina and then the enemy will attack you. Cast PORTKEYS to prevent or reduce damage. Battle takes a lot of spell energy, so be prepared before entering a fortress by visiting inns. If your stamina goes to 0, you'll be knocked out and have to wait before re-entering the battle. If you run out of time before defeating all the enemies, you will lose the challenge. Win, and you're gonna earn rewards. Number 2, spells. Casting spells is an important feature of Wizards Unite. They're used in all different types of gameplay, from the map exploration to free foundables from confoundables, in fortress battles to defeat enemies, in greenhouses and inns, and in brewing potions to increase speed. Speed and accuracy do matter when you're casting your spell. If you trace the glyph fast and accurate, it will deal greater damage to the enemies, and confoundables will be less likely to resist the spell. Spellcasting costs spell energy. To restore your spell energy, visit the inns. There are currently 26 spells, but more will likely be added as the game progresses. To practice spellcasting, visit Wizards Unite World to practice tracing the glyphs. Number 1, the beta launch. Wizards Unite beta released in New Zealand on April 17th and in Australia on May 1st. They're playing it right now and discovering new gameplay every single day. The rest of the world is soon to come, but no official release has been scheduled. Check the comments for updates to the beta release in additional countries. Those are the top 10 things you need to know about Wizards Unite. If you're new to this channel, think about subscribing, hit that bell if you want reminders. We do new videos every single Monday. Stay tuned for more updates on Wizards Unite. Thanks for watching.